I ever wanted it back. Got a problem, never run from that. Have fun with that. Get the W, then double back. That. Shit. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, run it back. Run it back, and run it back. Run it, ooh, run it back. Run it back, run it back.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Baltimore Ravens. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Okay, ready?
Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Thompson Robinson now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And that play going absolutely nowhere. They sniffed it out from the start, and it'll turn into a big loss.
These guys off the edge are already tough to contain when they're protecting a stationary target. Asking them to hold their blocks when a runner is struggling to find a lane, often an impossible task. Regardless of the outcome on the scoreboard, that will be one of this game's biggest stops.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. Flush to his right. Oh, a Cardinal sin there, thrown back over the middle, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get it back here just past the 35. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one, and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
2nd and 10. They juked him. Fighting through it. He's got space. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Forward. 13.
That throw on first down with Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
They'll run on first down. It's Bryant. They'll take it into the end zone for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. This is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or 2. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 31, here's second down and 2. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
To throw is Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing is Jackson. Complete to Bryant. He's got space past the 25. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Thompson Robinson.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
Defensively going forward, they're going to have to watch out for him on plays just like that. It's a drag route across the field, and they're trying to free him up and let him run after the catch. That won't be the last time we see that play, and it works there to pick up a 1st down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Again, Thompson Robinson will look to throw here.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
The DTR going to throw it here.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Browns are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ready.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
54 yards rushing for him now, just his first 3 carries.
The running game fully in sync, 1-11 on that play.
And sometimes it comes from the offensive coordinator, understanding what he thinks the defense is going to do and dialing up the perfect play. Sometimes the quarterback, though, can look at the defense, realize he needs to change it to a run, and that gets it done in a big way as well.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. Jackson now off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. That's complete to Whitaker. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 42 yards.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Bryant. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. Play action. Now Jackson. Got a man that's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball and go to that play-action pass, you see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with?
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations, so it is harder to defend.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Come on,
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Wide open. Set.
Sticking to the air, it's Thompson Robinson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Off the play fake, Thompson Robinson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone. Crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Set.
Throwing, Thompson Robinson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
The throw over the middle taken in. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Thompson Robinson throwing here. Touchdown, Browns! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point pretty close to that right upright, but he does get it to go. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Returned it.
Jackson now. Bryant has it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Now a give right side. It's Bryant. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 74 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Nice little power football that they're playing right there on the left side. That was the strong side of the offensive line. They paved the way.
They paved the way. He lowered the shoulder and powered forward to convert. Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Greer. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They go play action with Jackson. That is caught. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 38-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's completion right there.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Thompson Robinson now. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reaction to those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal. It's not just the offensive linemen and the guys charged with protecting him that take it personally. When the franchise quarterback is dropped on the ground, it runs through the whole organization from the owner all the way down.
It's like every single time he goes down, everyone holds their breath.
Not only do they hold their breath, but they feel the hit as well. They're just trying to think of ways for it not to happen again.
And it'll be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 85 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Well, nifty juke there.
It's fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. First down. Bryant will lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He finds his man. Complete. That's Hicks. So 8 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a third down and 3. They'll try the left side. It's Bryant, and they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. And the 39-year-old veteran puts it right through, and they take a 17-14 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Ready?
Thompson Robinson now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And he's got
man on the out route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Here's Thompson Robinson looking to throw it. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 22-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. Play action, now Thompson Robinson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Thompson Robinson trying again on 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Shot, 17.
Thompson Robinson now.
Escaping the pressure right.
Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Jones.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
To throw his DTR.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Touchdown! From 6 yards away.
And the Browns have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the 2nd half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a 3rd quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
17. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Jackson on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. From the 33, here's a second down and 4. Thompson Robinson will look to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Some might say that he's got looked at in and absorbed the contact, but even at his size, that's a tough throw to hold on to. He was unable to on that attempt.
Here we go.
The Browns on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Thompson Robinson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. And once more, it's Thompson Robinson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Molly Hooker. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people don't question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to a go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here we go, set.
The Browns drive about to get started. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Out of the gun, Thompson Robinson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, to watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the 4th quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing the receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Ready.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
5-2. 10 cycles.
Going for it, Thompson Robinson.
And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field.
On the double.
A new lease on life after the 4th down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Thompson Robinson.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
Yeah, they've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so. But ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play fake, your play action, show run, and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Browns answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play, and that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They go play action with Jackson.
They're able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Jackson to throw.
Flushed out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. But that little John helps able to pick up the first get out of bounds as well.
And he has to put a little bit of risk reward here at this time because they need these first downs. But you know the risk is if they catch him inbounds and tackle him, the clock continues to run and grinds things for him. So he's able to get it done.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I
know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker, has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 3rd and 12. The DTR going to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. That's Hart. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Ready up.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Ready.
Thompson Robinson here from the gun. Flush to his right. It'll go as a gain of 9, and that should write an ending to this one.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Ready. Ready.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head back home